Hello, good day everyone. My name is Adrian Vivares from DCIT55C and I am here to present my project entitled as Cavite State University Student Information System for the submission of requirements on the subject DCIT55C Advanced Database Management System. For everyone who wondered what is a student information system is about, I will discuss it in the next slide. Okay, the student information system, or we can also refer it as a student information management system, is a computerized system designed to manage student and other school-related data. It is a system that you can use in the web, mobile phone, in the desktop, laptop, and other devices. But for the specific system that I designed or developed, you can use it only in the desktop and laptop only. A computer system is designed to manage student and other school-related data like the subject, grades, year-end section, instructor, staff, and other more that a educational institution can provide. Okay? As I can see that a student information system is more applicable now on implementing in an educational institution because it is more fast, reliable, and secure on managing student information than the traditional way on handling documents. Okay, for the next slide, we have the following requirements to build the system. First, you need an IDE or an integrated development environment. What is an IDE? IDE is used to develop the program system or applications for a specific platform, mobile, desktop, and other platforms that you can use. For the system that I created, I use NetBeans IDE, and to create a system or program, you need a programming language. For the programming language that I use for this specific IDE, I use the Java programming language. For your system to communicate to the database, you need a RDBMS or a relational database management system. And for the RDBMS, I use the Apache Derby. To program your database, you need an SQL, also known as Structured Query Language. Now, as you can see in the screen, we have the database structure. And this diagram is called the entity relationship diagram. In the student information system, we have 10 entities. Those 10 entities are student, year section, course, department, instructor, staff, admin, subject, logs, and grade. For the entities, they have their own corresponding attributes. For example, on the student, we have the student ID for student ID, F name, M name, L name, email ID, phone, no, B date, age, address, S year, section, C code, acad year, C status, and gender. And for the year section, we have S year section. For the course, we have C code, C name, major, D code. And for the department, we have D code, dep name, location, seat, person. And for the instructor, we also have L name, M name, F name, phone, no, B date, age, address, email ID, gender, ID, D code, C status. And for the staff, we also have the L name, F name, M name, position, phone, no, email ID, gender, B date, age, address, C status, and staff ID. For the subject, we have D code, sub name, S code, credits and units. For the admin, we have admin ID, username, password, user type, ID. And for the logs, we have the ID, log ID, date, time. And for the grade, we have the stud ID, S code, acad year, conversion, is ID, remarks, spelling, midterms, finals, and average. And as I said, those are the corresponding attributes of each entities. Okay, for the relationship, we have a relationship on the student and the course. Student enrolls to the course. And for the year section consists of student. And for the grade, student receives the grade. And as you can see, and on the course, department offers the course, and for the department consists of instructors, and for the subject outputs grade, and for the staff managed by the instructor. And for the admin, we have here admin subject tags, admin managed by staff, admin manages instructor, manages subject, manages grade, rather than manages student, manages course, manages department, manages staff. And as you can see, these are the relationship of each entities. For the modules of the system, first we have the student module, course module, subject module, department module, instructor module, staff module, admin module, course module, and grade module. Student module is where the end user can input the necessary information of the student, and this is where the end user can track the list of records of the student. Also for the course, subject, department, instructor, staff, admin, course, grade, they can also input their necessary information and track the list of the records that is saved on the database. For the system demonstration, I will demonstrate the system functionalities and the operations. And now, as you can see, this is the loading screen of the system. It progresses from 0 to 100, and if it succeeds to progress to 100%, it will direct to the login screen. The login screen contains of text fields, checkbox, and button. The two text fields are the username text field, where you can enter the username of the user, the end user, and for the password, you can enter password text field for the password, and for the show password checkbox or hide password checkbox, this is where you can show or hide the password of the user, as you can see in my demonstration. And for the button, we have the login button. This is where you can click the button so you can proceed to the main system. In this system, we have two user types or two roles of accounts. Those roles are the admin and the instructor. Admin for the system administrator and instructor for the instructors of the educational institution. First, I will demonstrate first the admin panel. Now I will enter the credentials of the admin. Admin. Log in. After I inputted the credentials and pressed the button, as you can see, a message pop-ups that I logged in successfully. It means that the system validated that my account existed in the database. Okay, click OK to proceed to the system. Now, as you can see, we have the student module as the default homepage for the admin panel. Now, I will talk about the two forms in a module. The module consists of two forms. I call it as the input form and the viewing form. The input form is where the user can enter the necessary data of the record, and for the viewing form is where the end user can track the list of the records in a table format. Okay, as you can see, this is the student module. And we also have the search bar, so we can filter our documents using the ID. Filter the records using the ID. As you can see, now I will try to filter 2021 10001. Now, as you can see, Baltazar have been filtered. I will apply Tamayo have been filtered, as you can see in the screen. Okay. And the forms can also be maximized like this. It can maximize so the end user can comfortably analyze the record, the list of the records. Okay. Now I will demonstrate on the inputting of the necessary data. First, I will try to use my name as the reference. Varias Albian, Villa Rama, Aldrian Varias 5 at gmail.com. .com 29950291848. And for the gender, obviously, I am a male. And for the birth year, we have is 1991. No, not 1991. I am in 2002. Birth month, September. Birthday 5. And for the address, Imus Cavite. And for the civil status, obviously single. And for the student identification number, 2021 10/0/23. Okay, for the year 2, section Descartes course. Example, we have to use DCIT. Okay, now we will try if it will succeed to transfer on the database system. Okay, are you sure you want to add this record? Yes, if you want to add this record. Yes, as you can see, the record is successfully added, and as you can see, we have a logs here that contain the information about the log records. This is, I call it, is the history of enrolled students for today. And you can also update this student by clicking the row of the table. You can see the student data have been transferred to the input form, and you can modify it in here. Okay, married, for example, married, and just or Cavite. And now we will try to update. For everyone who wondered why I have only one button for the submit, as you can see, this is not only for the insert button. This is for the insert and update. This button have two functionalities. You can insert the document, insert the records, and update the records using this button. Okay, we will try to update. Are you sure you want to update this record? Yes, okay. You can also clear the text fields by using the button beside the submit button, this clear button. As you can see, the text fields have been resetted to their default value, that they don't have contain any value at all. Okay, for the enrolling of subjects for the student, I will demonstrate. Now I will demonstrate it. Okay, as you can see, for example, for me, Barisaldin Programa, just click once and click this button to add a subject to the student. Okay, now I will try to add a subject for the student. Okay, we have Unit 10A, Gender and Society, instructor, for example, Christian Pangan, semester, first semester. Okay, submit. Are you sure you want to add this record? Yes. Okay, the record is added successfully. And also you can delete this record if there is no grades binded in these records. You can delete it if the grade still doesn't have a if the subject still doesn't have a grade. Okay, as you can see, the record is successfully deleted. Okay, for the deletion of record, you can delete the record by clicking the slash button or the delete button. You can see. Are you sure you want to delete this record? Yes. Okay. It's successfully deleted. Now, as you can see, this is the logs of what we have done for today. And to print the list of records of the student, you can print it by picking this print a copy. You can print it to your printer, or you can export it as a PDF by using the Microsoft Print to PDF driver. Now, you can see Microsoft Print to PDF. Now I will try to print some PDF. For example, I will copy the PDF. This will be the name of the document. Yes, I will try to access the copy of the PDF. Now this is the student list. You can see we have the list of the student have been exported into a PDF. You can also export it as landscape. Landscape rate. Okay, clean. Copy the PDF. Yes. Copy the PDF. So you can see. You can also export it as a landscape. Okay. Now we will proceed to the course module. You can also right-click the buttons to view their specific label. You can see this is the student module, this is the course module, this is the subject module, this is the department module. You can see this is the instructor, staff module, and the admin module. Now we will proceed to the course module. As you can see, the course module contains the course code, course name, major, department code. For the specific module, the end user can enter the course that the educational institution offers, so the student can enroll to it. If it is if the record is saved in the database, the student can enroll to it. If not, so he or she cannot enroll to it. Course code, for example, we have, now I will try to modify this because the course name have a long spelling. Now we will try to update this first. Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Do you want to update this record? Click yes to update, like we did earlier. Okay, it's updated. Okay, the record has been updated. For the course code, we'll try to enter other record, ABS. What record? For example, now I will try to delete first the VCS. Do you want to delete this record? Okay, the record is not deleted because the record is already binded to a student. You cannot delete the record that is already binded to other tables, to other records. Okay. Now I will try to input a VSEDF, for example, VSEDF for Bachelor of Science Education. Major Filipino. And for the department code, we have here the TED. Submit. Are you sure you want to add this record? Yes, record is successfully added. Okay, the record is successfully added. Next, you can also delete the record. You can delete it if it's not binded to another record. For example, with EDF that we created, we can delete. Are you sure you want to delete this record? Yes, record is successfully deleted because this record is not binded to another record. And you can also print a copy of this record. We'll try to print a copy for this list of table of the PDF. Yes, copy.pdf. As you can see, this is the exported file for the course quiz. For the subject module, we have here the subjects. Now we will try to update data, a record, 380 for example, successfully updated. Okay, this record. You can also maximize this form, the input form, in the viewing form. You can also print a copy. And for the department module, this is where you can input the faculty or the department of the educational institution or the institution. So you can bind the instructor to this department. So, for example, if a prof is a BSIT, his or her department will be DCOMS for Department of Computer Studies. This will be his department. So his or her instructor record will be binded to this record, DCOMS Department of Computer Studies. Now we will try to insert a record here. For example, we have a DA. This is just only an example. Department of Astronaut, for example. Okay. Location RM110 or 111. Per person, example Vicky David. I also said earlier that you can use the submit button to insert or update a record. Are you sure you want to add this record? Yes. The record is successfully added and you can see the logs here. Okay. You can also print a copy. You can also delete that record. If we record DA, are you sure? Okay, it was successfully deleted. As you can see, this is the instructor module. This is where you can enter the necessary information of the instructors. Okay, we can also view the list and we can also input here the necessary information. We can also delete current records. For example, this Gaza. Are you sure you want to delete this record? Yes, record is successfully deleted. Okay, for this stuff, you can also do the process of create, read, update, delete. As you also update records here. Okay, Itagani cashier. Yes, okay. Itagani is cashier now, as you can see. And you can also sort the list by the ID or the name. So you can see last name has been sorted. You can sort it in descending or ascending order. Okay, now you see single, it is sorted on single married, divorce. You can also insert stuff here. Now in the admin module, this is where the system administrator can give privileges for the enrolled staff or staff and instructor. For example, you will give a account for Samsung 2021 10 021 2021 10 021. Username Samsung. Password some username Samsung. Password Samsung CV Samsung 123. Username is Samsung CVSU. For the user type, we have the instructor. Okay. Are you sure you want to add this record? Yes. The record is added successfully for the Samsung. For Samsung Michael, an instructor. And now we will try the instructor panel. First, we will try to add a record for Samsung, the user that the account that we have created earlier. Okay. For the the future writing instructor, Samsung per semester. Yes, okay. Again, we can sort it so we can see the outburn. Sort. You have the outburn here. And for here, add subject, feature writing, instructor. Michael Samsung, semester first. Yes. Oh, I forgot to show the logs where you can view the overall system logs of the system. So you can see this is the overall system logs of the system. Okay. And if you want to log out this account, you can log out by clicking this icon and clicking this log out button. Do you want to log out? Yes. Okay, now we'll try to log out. Now we have been logged out. Username is Samsung CBSU Samsung 123. Login successfully. Okay. Now we can add a grade to the student. For example, 100, 90, 80 finals. Preliminary 100, midterm 90 finals 80. Updated successfully. And here 80, 95, 100. Updated successfully delivered. This is the grade module. It also consists input from the uniform, as you can see the screen. And this is the enrolled student to the instructor. And this is their credits, units, preliminary, midterms, finals, average of the grade, the grades from preliminary, midterms, and finals, and the equivalent using the 1.00%, we have the 1.75 equivalent of the grades of these students. Their remarks is pass. Academic year 2022 semester, first semester. Okay, we have your midterms finals average equivalent. These are the rather the average equivalent remarks. This is the derived attribute that we discussed earlier from the ERD. And you can also print a copy of this record, this list of record. And okay, you can log out again. What if we entered an invalid account? What will happen? Try to example Ian CBSU Ian 123 login field, valid username and password. So thank you for watching my presentation. Hope you like it, and goodbye everyone.